March 2016, Austin, Texas. A software support technician named Daniel Ruiz is looking at his bank app. He makes $41,000 a year, owes $22,000 in student loans, and has exactly $412 in his checking account. Rent is due in 6 days. His car needs a new alternator. Despite earning a steady salary, his balance looks the same every single month. Nothing saved, nothing moving. Data from the Federal Reserve shows Daniel is part of a large share of American adults who cannot cover a $400 emergency expense without borrowing or selling something. Behavioral economists attribute this to present bias, the brain's tendency to overweight a tangible reward today against a larger theoretical reward in the future. A phone upgrade feels real. A retirement contribution feels like a ghost. This biological preference for immediate gratification creates a psychological trap that keeps accounts stagnant regardless of how much the earner brings home. By January 2025, Daniel's net worth crossed 6 figures. He didn't win a lottery or land a high-frequency trading job. He reached that milestone using a spreadsheet and a single decision made in 2016. This raises a specific question. Why does the first 100,000 feel impossible while the second 100,000 arrives 40% faster? Reaching this threshold requires an automated detachment from the monthly decision-making process. In 2016, Daniel automated an 11% deduction from his paycheck. $400 moved into investment accounts before he ever saw it in his checking account. The first 3 years were a grind of pure manual labor. He saved $11,000, but almost all of it came from his own deposits. The market provided virtually no help during this early stretch. This mechanism relies on a system established by the 1978 Revenue Act. Originally a minor tax provision, it allowed consultants in the early 80s to build the automated 401k systems we use today. During this phase, the human does all the heavy lifting. You are testing your endurance against mathematical results that feel agonizingly slow. Around the $30,000 mark, the momentum shifts. At a 7% average return, the money generates meaningful growth. By $50,000, the portfolio adds $3,500 a year on its own, performing the labor a human otherwise would. Investor Charlie Munger famously highlighted this transition as the reason the first 100,000 is the most difficult stretch to complete. At this crucial threshold, the portfolio functions as a second income source, compounding in the background independently of Daniel's salary. In 2019, Daniel received a $9,000 raise, but instead of immediately increasing his savings rate, he let the extra money vanish into a new lease and monthly subscriptions. This lifestyle creep stalled his progress for months. Then the 2020 pandemic hit, and his account dropped 9% in a single month. Human panic often leads investors to sell during a crash, locking in their permanent losses. Because Daniel's system was automated, he continued buying shares while prices were low. 18 months later, those contributions had grown 31. Over time, the neighbor's contributions become larger than the kid's original dollar. Daniel reached the finish line because he made one decision in 2016 and refused to renegotiate it for 9 years through a pandemic and a market crash. The size of the protected gap between income and spending dictates the speed of the climb. If you lined up your bank statements from the last 3 years side by side, where did the money actually go? Tell us in the comments, what is the one expense you would cut tonight to start widening your own gap? To see more breakdowns of exactly how specific systems create significant financial shifts for ordinary earners, hit subscribe.